One of the things that I do when I first meet a patient is I spend a lot of time talking with them with their clothes on first, and we do get extra time for that very first visit. Get to know them. I ask a lot of questions, and I'm not shy about asking out directly because a lot of women are afraid to bring things up. They're embarrassed. But I think if you bring it up, you're giving permission for them to talk about it. I started as a labor and delivery nurse, and I did that for 18 years total. I went back to graduate school in my early 30s, and it was a natural progression to continue in women's health care. So I get the best of both worlds. I get to meet people at the beginning of pregnancy. I get to care for them when they're not pregnant, get to know their families, get to know my patients pretty well, and I get to be there for the delivery. So it's really rewarding. Teaching a nurse practitioner student, a PA student, a med student, the number one thing I'm trying to teach them is how to listen to the patient, because often as a provider, what you think is the most important problem or issue for that visit is not what the patient thinks is the most important. You need to find out what's important to the patient. And if you listen carefully, your testing is just confirming your diagnosis. The patient usually tells you what the issue is if you listen carefully. Being a mother, being a grandmother, I have lived a lot of the experiences. I have also, in my early years, my husband and I have had infertility. I have a lot of patients with fertility issues. I have been through menopause. So when women come in, I certainly can relate to a whole lot of the experiences that they bring into their visit and have concerns about. I love hiking when I'm outside of work. I love gardening. That's what relaxes me a lot. I have 3 grandchildren, so I get to spend a lot of time playing. As a grandparent, I get to sit and play, which is not something as a parent when you're busy and working that you always have time to do. So I get to go play and have fun, and I love traveling.